And then the most exciting thing that we've just added recently is our own Hey everyone, welcome back to our shop, where I know our first video when we moved here, we said we were gonna do all these changes, do all this crazy stuff, and we pretty much started working right when we moved in. So this is still the front foyer. We did paint the wall, we did put the sign up. This is where we do like our photos. We did all of our alignment videos, if you guys watched that. We just finished up this kit for a Porsche Cayenne. Pretty sure that's what it's called. And everything is looking a bit better. I do a lot of the work in here. We can just do a really quick in and out. Not the cleanest, but this is where the work gets done. So we keep the AC going because, believe it or not, here in Canada it is 40 degrees Celsius with the Humidex. And let me tell you, with the water jet, which is basically a giant hot tub, it gets very humid in here. This is the sim that we just kind of mess around with on our lunch. This is our shipping department. Now our shipping department has just over time improved and improved and improved, becomes more organized, becomes better. It's so hot, everyone left a bit early today, so the table's a bit messy, but I mean, you guys saw these bins before, but what I don't think you saw was all of these red bins are customers' orders. So starting here, these are the oldest orders. That means these need to go out first. Then you've got 2 weeks old, 1 week old, and brand new at the far end. So by the time an order gets to 2 weeks, we need to make sure all the parts are in the bin, and if they're not, then we need to rush those parts and make them. So this is the system that's kind of held everything together. Otherwise, it's just crazy, and it still is crazy even with this organized. People don't understand how difficult it is to take raw metal out of a sheet and turn it into a fully installable product. It's start to finish under one roof. It's very difficult. So going down the line, we've just got more and more inventory of machine parts. Lots of really nice stuff. Chromoly rack adapters for anyone that has a relocated rack. We now have that option for 350s, 240s, and any other car that uses up to an M18 Bolt, which is pretty much everything from 370s to BMWs to Supras. These cover a lot of them. And we have the corresponding rack bolts to go with it. So that's just one of the many updates that we have. We've still got a massive inventory on these really nice billet BMW rear lower control arm shackles. And the list goes on forever. There's thousands of parts that I've drawn, designed, machined, etc. Moving this way, again, it's just a little more put together than what it was before. We've got 2 full-blown welding stations with the ventilation systems. We've got our workhorse lathe. We've got our destroyer machine, which you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of. We were just framing it in and putting some Lexan on. This machine actually breaks, measures the force, and destroys our control arms. And we're able to measure them at 100, 200, 300 pound increments until it finally fails. And we can determine the fatigue, we can determine the deformation and the load that it took to do that. So those are going to be some really interesting videos that you guys are going to be able to see. I'll show you one thing that we destroyed, which was up around 10,000 pounds of force to do this. It actually bent this first, and then I had to swap it out. So you guys will get to see all that in the videos. The reason we're building this surround is because when stuff breaks, it literally goes flying. We've got a hydraulic ram here that puts out 20,000 pounds of force, and we can increase that by moving our point further in, up to 40,000 pounds of force using this. So we'll do more on that when we do a video on it. So moving this way, we've just got, again, a little more organized, another welding station, putting together a bunch of Mega Mantis knuckles is what Cam has been doing. So there's a bunch of stuff on the floor ready to go to powder. This is where, I mean, we do a cage for a car, or I do prototype design on this hoist. The hoist was definitely not here in the last video, so got my toolbox in the end, a basic hoist setup. We drive the cars in, we do reverse engineering on that. So that's really basic. Moving more this way, we've got a lot more storage for our raw material. So our raw material starts here and goes there to our CNC water jet machine, which you guys did see. We've had that for a year and a bit now. So not much has changed there, other than again a little more organized as we just keep busy and the flow keeps going. It starts to work better. So lots of material in stock, lots of heavy stuff, lots of aluminum, lots of alloy steel. And then the most exciting thing that we've just added recently is our own CNC vertical mill, which is over here in the corner.
Anticlimactic.
So in this corner is going to be our CNC operating corner, where we hired a new machinist, 7 years of experience, Dylan. He's been into racing. He actually met me 10 years ago at some car meet that I don't really remember, and it's super cool to meet up this way where two professionals have come together to do what we love to do, and that's build race car parts. So we've got our computer set up. We've got a super high output computer here where we can put together simulations and run the software CAD and CAM to perform at like a super high speed, so there's zero delay whenever we want to design and make parts. He's also pretty good on CAD, so he'll be able to finally, someone is going to be able to help me on the design process. Not that anyone else couldn't do it, but we're all just so busy in our own roles. So this is the new machine. It is a Haas VF2 SS. SS stands for super speed, which means that we can go up to 12,000 RPM spindle speed and over 1,000 inches per minute rapid. So if you guys don't know how fast that is, you guys will be able to see it in videos to come, and we might throw it in this video because I'm not going to turn it on. Everybody just left. So we've got a full fleet of tool holders and tools, from end mills specific to aluminum to solid carbide end mills that we're going to be using on our alloy steel. We've also gotten 2 Kurt Weisses that we've already installed, zeroed. We've got a Renishaw tool set and probe system where it really makes it fast to find the zeros of all the tools and also zero the part quickly and efficiently. So if a lot of you guys, or if any of you guys have any CNC experience, you know that it can be timely setting up every tool for its height offset and its diameter and everything. This does everything using lasers and a carbide touch off that locates itself with a sensor over there. So we're going to be pumping out a lot of parts. Since we just got it and everyone's feeling a little bit fresh, I haven't run a Haas machine in probably 3 to 4 years, just ever since I basically started this company. The last job I had, I was running one all the time, programming it and doing a bunch of stuff with it, and then basically just stopped. 4 years of outsourcing to our local machining companies to get machining stuff done that I design, and then we send the files off. So now that we're able to do this in-house, we're starting off with some simple parts that we're gonna show next week for sure. But yeah, it's a brand new machine from Haas, and it came with all the bells and whistles, including an auger to feed the chips out, where I remember having to dig those out by hands, putting big gloves on. We're not doing any of that stuff anymore. So really excited about having this on the floor, and we're only gonna be adding more and more machines as we go. This is going to help with turnaround times. This is going to help with quality control and making sure that everything is exactly the way that we want it to be. So that's pretty much it for any kind of updates to do with the shop. Everything's just slowly falling into place. We're super busy. We're well over 100 orders behind. Sounds bad, but it's only like about 2 to 3 weeks lead times on orders. We've pretty much been stuck there. So as we keep going, as we hire more people and get more help, we're going to be slowly but surely reducing that. We've also been filling up Drift HQ stock order, which was recently bought by Adam LZ, and they are operating out of Adam's compound. So we are really focusing on making sure they've got their stock that they need, as well as filling our own customer orders, and it's all hands on deck. It's a lot of work. So this is going to be another tool to help. We got a bunch of like little things that we added, another belt sander, another bandsaw, just to, again, increase efficiency. But other than that, that's pretty much it. So you guys will be seeing lots more videos coming out from us. We're gonna be trying to do a 2 to 3 video per week. It's a lot of work for Jack because he's working hard in the shipping department to try and keep up with orders. So we, like I said, we are all hands on deck. We got another car that you guys are gonna see in a video to come, where it's gonna open up another part of the market that we are gonna have access to because we got this car. And this car is going to allow us to develop and produce that many more products for you guys to enjoy. So thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video. Oh, that's it.